Taylor, ladies, thank you very much. Yes, this should be a fun one. It is quarterfinal Thursday from Brighton, Massachusetts. In game 2 of 4 today on ACC Network, featuring this very intriguing matchup between the 5-seed Stanford Cardinal and the 4-seed Duke Blue Devils. Winner of this game will play the 1-seed Florida State in the semifinals. It's pitched by Drugmuller against North Carolina State last weekend. Gave up 15 earned runs. Off speed, strikes out Kern. That's the way this matchup begins.
An off-speed pitch.
Center fielder Emily Jones, first pitch right back to the circle on Drugmuller. And they retire the .438 hitter Jones on 1 pitch, 2 outs. He's hit 10 this season. Golf set out to short, gobbled up by Anna Gold. And a 9-pitch inning for Drugmuller, who sets down Stanford in order. Get better. She's a very important piece of this team. And with that, an 8-pitch walk. Season very strong, Vega, who homered in each of the last 3 games of the regular season in North Carolina State. That's a looper. And Taryn Kern to her left tracks it down to get Vega.
And got the golden ticket from the commissioner, Kim Ang, on hand to make that presentation.
Right off the end of the bat, softly to Kern, who's able to beat Gold with the throw. Mala'ulu advances down. Will she do it? Mala'ulu for the plate. Koch's throw won't be in time. Played on its second, head first slide. Rodriguez is there, and Kyrie Rodriguez just continuing to flat out hit her 37th RBI. Duke scores first.
That good patience, lets the ball get in the zone. It's an inside pitch, a screwball. She keeps her hands inside the ball, and that allows her to barrel it up, pull the ball to left field, and that leadoff walk comes around to score. Something we've said a lot.
3-2 pitch to KK Mathis. Gets into one to center field. It's going to stay in the yard and on the track. Caught in the deep part of the ballpark by Emily Jones.
Work all parts of the strike zone, and we've seen Drugmuller do that here early.
Ground ball right side to her left, gobbled up by Amina Vega. So of the 4 outs, 3 ground ball. Kira in the win over Pitt yesterday for Stanford. 1 for 3, knocked in a run. And she whacks one into right field, swinging at the first pitch. And there is the first Stanford hit and Stanford base runner of the game. That is occupied during the tournament, so they are unable to host. Doesn't mean they won't be a national seed.
Yeah, they could still be a seeded team and be the 1 seed, so to speak. So impressive in road games. So this team has been putting up big numbers no matter where they are.
Koch, slow roller, a short toss there from Vega to Baker, and just like that, Drugmuller gets out of the inning, and they strand a runner.
Kylie Chung, you're going to see a good mix all over the zone. Drop ball, rise ball, stretches the zone vertically, but it's those free passes. Averages almost 1 an inning. That can spell trouble.
Line. Florida State in the semifinals tomorrow. Got under that and popped up on the infield, and just onto the outfield grass goes Mailer. He's recorded the first 2 outs.
With some command during that series.
Off the end of the bat and into center field. Thomas puts the 3-2 pitch in play. 9th spot in the order. Deanna Jennings chops it to second. Kern can't field it cleanly. Even had she come up with it, it would have been a bang-bang play at first. So we'll see how they score it. Nonetheless, now with 2 outs.
Her vibe, her energy in the box. Looks like there's no place else she'd rather be.
Ground ball to River Mailer. She fires a strike to first base. And Duke will strand a pair. 8-9-1 batters for Stanford as we head to the top of the third inning. First pitch swinging, the pitcher Kylie Chung, in foul ground goes the second baseman Amina Vega. One pitch.
In May, again, she's just getting better and better and better.
Clements, center field, spinning around. Yona Jennings able to track it, glove it. Out number 2. Was indeed.
Ball was hit hard.
Back to the top of the order with 2 outs. Taryn Kern, ground ball right back to the circle. You talk about a quick inning for Danny Drugmuller. 4 pitches is all she out for. There's her season numbers as she makes her 40th appearance of the season. The freshman from Huntington Beach. Is that a hit by pitch? It is. Vega kind of hesitated and just gave a look to the plate umpire, Scott Merritt.
There's a lot of pitchers who throw a lot of strikeouts in this league, so it's kind of a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde with the Stanford pitching staff.
Popped up, Economides right in front of her dugout. Puts that away. Eighth pitch of the at-bat. Strikeout of Rodriguez. Whacks it to the alley in left center field. Vega headed to third. She's being waved around. She stumbled a bit. No throw from Mailer. And Duke takes the lead at 2-0. Well, hesitation on both sides of that play, which turned out to be a no throw to the plate.
Well, it's another changeup, and Prstyko slowing down her arm a little bit. A little easy to read that off-speed pitch. And Vega, after almost falling, does get around to score.
1-2 from Zoe Prstyko. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Prstyko, but the hit by pitch to begin.
The leading hitters in the country in terms of number of hits, because she's a triple threat, can bunt, slap.
And she's seen a total of 3 pitches in her 2 at-bats. She was retired on the first pitch in the first inning and grounds out here on this. Swings at the first pitch, and that is going to drop into left field. Didn't square it up, but found a hole and picks up a base hit, second hit of the game for the Cardinals.
Let's work back into this count.
Barry getting the green light, 3-0, and it got in on her just enough, but it's out of reach of the diving Brooklyn Thomas. Lead runner Mailer had to hold, not knowing if that ball was going to fall in or not, so it's a
to try and make the catch.
Grounded to third, out there to first. Did she stay on the bag? No. A chance for an inning-ending double play, but a high throw for Mala'ulu across the diamond took Baker's.
It's good motion.
Out to left. That ball's hit pretty well, but tracked down by Burgess. He got a good jump on it. And they keep Stanford off the board again. It stays 2-0 Blue Devils. Another one in on the hands, and that's popped up. Mailer makes the catch along the line. You know, we've really seen that, Carol, on both sides. Both pitchers have been getting in the kitchen of these hitters.
That's a good way to say it. And
1-1 pitch from Zoe Prstyko. Another one in on the hands. Out to shallow left, and Mailer wants that. It's a broken record, Carol.
2 strikes after working outside. She paints that corner, just misses.
Bouncy ball. Another one fielded by Kern, and this time she throws out Jennings, and they go down. Bottom 3 in the order. Cope, that is a fair ball, and back to the bag. Baker steps on, 3 unassisted, 1 out.
Goes along, and with Stanford, they've used all 3 pitchers.
Bouncy ball at third base. Mala'ulu. Goes out Chung. Yeah, credit to the pitching to this point.
It's really not a huge drop-off in their production.
Right side, diving attempt that trickles past Vega. into right field. Base hit for Clements. A 2-out single for the Stanford catcher. Drugmuller again in on the hit and strikes out Kern.
Have really elevated their game, knowing they're facing these high-powered offenses.
Malaulu drilled by Tristaico. Takes the painful Tristaico since then for the Cardinal. Solidly hit, nicely turned. They're going to get the lead runner. They get Malaulu. Kern to Mailer to Economides. Couldn't really turn it any quicker than that, but Vega able to beat.
Owned to that inner part of the plate, but not against Tristaico.
Goes inside there and hit the Evo shield. So a much less painful trot to first for Gold. That ball is blistered. A game-defining shot from a player having an incredible month. 3-run blast, her 8th homer of the year, and with one swing, suddenly it's 5-0.
This pitch too much over the plate. It's a curveball that's left elevated, too much over the white part of the plate. And Rodriguez, the way she is swinging the bat right now, swinging it with confidence, gets good elevation, and a 3-run home run. All smiles. Just working herself into more hitters counts versus pitchers counts.
Strikeout of Mathis on the 3. Burgess selects to put it in play softly to second. Kern gets it there in time to retire the side. Their presence known here at the Harrington Athletics Village. They're gearing up for Game 3. Jones swinging at the first pitch. Flies to center. Emily Jones has seen 4 pitches today in her last time up in the 4th. Doug Wheeler is going to let Malaulu handle that.
But yet she's still been able to control their ability to barrel the ball up. Good moving pitches, her off-speed pitch.
Fields her position. 7-pitch inning. Sets Stanford
as well.
Houston strikes out Baker. One gone. 3-2 pitch from Houston. Another one twisting back. Clements. That's a few rows back. Nice catch by the Stanford fan.
Souvenir.
Another 3-2 pitch is in the dirt. So a walk to Thomas. You know, one thing that Stanford has done well today is limit the free passes.
But 2 walks, and that is a win. And the Dukes made the most of those opportunities.
Towards short, Mailer knocks it down. Ball's hammered to the alley in left center field. Diving a tip, it skips past Koch all the way to the fence. Picked up by Jones. 2 runs in. A double for Malaulu. Now it's 7-0.
Malaulu lets this pitch. It's a screwball on the outer half of the plate. Lets it get deep and barrels this up. Drives it all the way to the warning track. Duke now within 1 run of ending this game early.
February 23rd, 12-2 in 6 innings. That's the center field. Jones waiting on it and makes the catch. A bluff of the tag. Terrell, and she'll stay at second, 2 outs. Terrell is at second base. That ball gets away, and now the potential game-ending run is 60 feet away. With Terrell.
That pitch kind of caught.
Slow roller to third, gobbled up by Barry. Throws to first, and this game will go to the 7th. Last chance for the Cardinal. Start times for semifinal Friday. Bouncy ball, softly hit out to short. First pitch swinging. Chan is retired, and Stanford down to their final 2 outs.
You have command and can throw that pitch on any count. Makes you very tough to hit.
Out towards center field, to her left. Deanna Jennings makes the catch. Stanford down to their final out in this 7-0 game. Not only 4 base runners. This is out to short. For the first time all season, Stanford has been shut out. Duke wins his quarterfinal matchup 7-0. And for the 3rd straight year, Duke and Florida State are going to meet in the ACC tournament. The last 2 years, it's been in the finals. This year, it's going to be in the semis.
It's an impressive win for Duke. Really dominated on both sides, putting up 7 runs, taking advantage of clutch opportunities and coming through in those timely hits. But the story of the game, to shut down one of the best offenses in the country, was Danny Drugmuller. Was really firing on all cylinders, had complete command of all of her pitches, including the off speed. Just an impressive performance in the circle.
And Drugmuller was the story in the circle. Kyrie Rodriguez was the story with the bat for Duke.